Hi, my name is Alessandro Gangelosi and that's a video tutorial coming from cgcookie.com for MaxCookie. Today we'll work at a new tutorial and we like to work a little bit with the internal rendering engine, the Vray for 3ds Max. So today we'll try to use the Photoreal interior environment we prepared for the Photoreal interior with Vray series. And we'll use it to make a photoreal render using Vray. So we have not to model all the stuffs from zero, and we can just work on the shaders and lighting and the rendering. So let's close the state sets and let's start working with the scene. We can open the material editor and we have it there. A lot of things obviously will be not renderable, but let's see which states we are using. The daylight, okay, nice. So we have to work on the materials and all the other stuffs, so we can reset the material editor, okay, and we'll use the material explorer to work on all the materials we have inside the scene. So you see, those are all the materials we have to fix. Let's start working on the first. We make obviously an instance, okay, and we'll work on this material, the first three. So also the lighting must be changed, and we have to fix the lighting. Actually, you see, we have a daylight system, and the daylight system is done using Vray. Obviously, we have to change it. So first thing, we have to say that we are using Vray for the rendering and Vray to be faster inside the material editor. Then for the moment, let's go lower at 800 for the resolution, and there let's say in the order that we are using just the Tesla hardware, and there we are using 16 thread to be faster. Okay, so let's change there, and we go for Vray sun, and there Vray sky. Then we have to check in the exposure. We have the Vray sky, we need the Vray sky. So Vray physical sky. Let's make a copy there to see if everything is perfect. Okay, let's say that the size is 1, so it is the real scale. And let's go for the Vray photographic exposure, and we go for physically based lighting, indoor daylight. So we can start to make some rendering, but you see we are using all Vray physical camera. That means that if we go to render there and we try to make a render, let's remove. Okay, you see it is preparing the rendering, and now it is rendering, but you see we see nothing inside there. If we use just for a moment a material override, and there we prepare let's say an arcane design, and with no reflectivity, and we assign this one as an instance, and we go to render. It is transforming the scene to be rendered, and now it is rendering, but actually we see nothing, and that's maybe due to the presence of the glasses. So just for a moment we can hide, for example, this one is the box 005, and try to render again just to see if we have to rework the camera or we can use the old camera from Vray. As you see, the camera are working fine, so we can use this one. Okay, so let's remove this one and hide by name, and that's the box number 5. Let's say glass big, and then we have for sure also the other glasses there. And we have to change also this model, so that's the window there with all the stuff. So we can go directly inside the material, so we can change the glass as the first one. That's the glass, and we go there and we use the arc and the sign, and we do a black color, a little bit of reflectivity, and we go for a really high transparency, maybe something like that. And then about the IRR, we have 1.4, and we can use 1 for the IRR for the refraction, and we go for something like that for the reflectivity. So then now we should have lighting inside the environment. I have to check the other window. There's one, so let's go to pick the material from this one. Okay, we can copy the same, paste as a copy, so we can tweak the material if needed. So you see, that's the result. So we have the right lighting coming inside the environment. So let's remove the material override, and we can start working on the various material there. So this one is the you see the parquet, so we can make a clone there, so we have all the parameters needed, and then we start back to have the right material. So it is an arc and design, and obviously we use the same map we are using there, so it will be not so slow to make all the changes. And let's do this one. Then we need also the reflection map, and we'll use this one as paste, as a copy, and we say that the reflectivity is really high, and then we say that that's with a higher. And let's see the general map. We have the right map set there. Okay, then we have the glossiness map. Let's copy, and we put it there. Then let's check the IRR we were using there, 1.6. So let's set to 1.6 there, and we have the IRR there. Let's see if we have also a bump map. It's set to off, but we can put there, and then we see if it is needed. So paste, and we go for a low amount, so 0.15. Nice. Let's change also the wall. There we are using just a noise color and a really low amount of reflectivity. So we have also this one, this bump, so we can make the same thing. We make a copy there, and then there we go for having an arc and design, and then we set this one as a bump, paste, let's go for 0.2, and then there we have the noise, so copy, and let's go to put it in the color, paste, and the reflectivity is not so high, but let's double check it. Is partially gray, so we can go for a lower level, let's say 0.35, and there we have 0.7 or maybe 0.6. Okay, then there we have multi-sub objects and we have two material. So let's say that the first one is the wall number 2. So let's copy it as a copy, and we have the same kind of material. So for the moment we can make a copy from this one, so copy and paste, and then if we have to fix something we can do it. Then there we have a more complex material, so let's copy there. Sorry, let's copy this map there. Okay, so we have this map, so there we have to use an arc and design, and we have this one, paste. We have this one for the reflection, and we have this one for the glossiness. Let's go for 1.6 for the IRR and set by IRR for the reflectivity, and let's copy the bump. Paste. Let's go for lower level, and then there we have also the displacement, so copy and paste. We have to see later if it is too much. Let's start saving the scene, so we go in the May, and there we say 3ds Max rendering Photoreal interior with Vray. Okay, let's redo a render just to see if it's going right. Okay, you see that the wall is rendering. The pavement too, obviously we have to tune all the steps because it is not done to work in this way. Okay, cancel. And let's work on more shader, so we can clean up and let's go to work on the other material. So we have the ceiling. Let's make an instance. The white wood window. The glass window is done, and then we have the dark wood. Okay, let's start working from the first one. Let's make a copy there. And there we work for an arc and design, and we use the same map. And then let's use this one for the reflection, and this one for the glossiness. Let's go for 1.6 for the IRR and set by IRR. Let's see if we have a bump and paste. Okay, we have there a white wood. Let's copy there again an arc and design, and we copy this map and paste, and this one again as a reflectivity, but there we have to copy the color because you see we are using a white color there. So let's go to check there what we are doing. we have to do a mix, keep all map. The second one is white, let's say 30%. So we have the 70% usage of the map. And then we need to use the bump map. Copy and paste. Let's set to by your IRR and let's go for 1.6. Same thing for the dark wood. There we are using just a dark color, so it is dark, it has no reflectivity, so let's say copy, and there we can just create an arc design with a dark color and no reflectivity. Okay, save. Let's make a new preview. So you see that actually it's working. We have also the wood there. So we can move forward and work on more materials. Let's remove everything. Obviously now we are just translating the material, and then we'll work to have something specific, see if we need to change something. So we worked until there. So the art one, then we have the neutral white, and the the carpet. Okay, let's close. The first one is the art one, and you see it's a really simple material. We have just the map, so copy, and then we say arc and design, and we go for paste, and we have no reflectivity. Then let's move to the next one, is the neutral white, and you see that we have a little bit of stuff we have to simulate. So let's copy it there, and there we go for an arc and design. You see that we have a white color, so we go for white, and we go for a little bit of ragness. Then we have just 0.2 for the reflectivity, and we have the glossiness is set to 0.5. Let's try to use the same, maybe also less, let's say 35. And then we have the IRR set to 1/6, and that's all. So let's go for 1/6 and set the IRR for the reflectivity. The carpet, let's copy the material, and then we need copy. Let's go for an arc and design and paste. Let's go to see the various parameters there. We have a reflectivity of 0.3, so 0.3, and we have the glossiness to 0.7 and the IRR. So let's go for 0.6 or maybe 0.5, and then we go for 1/6 for the IRR by IRR. And then let's see if we have something more. We have the anisotropy to 0.3. Okay, something like that. We have also a bump map for sure, and we have displays. The displays map is on the modifier, so let's copy this one and put inside the displacement, paste. Let's go for 0.3 just to start. Okay, let's make a preview for this area just to see if the carpet is working. Okay, we have too much reflectivity over the carpet and we don't see the displacement. So first thing Let's go to have a lower reflectivity. Let's go for 15, and let's go for a lower glossiness. You see that the parameter works in a different way in both rendering engine. Let's see about the displacement. It is set to on, so we have to understand if we need just to have a higher level, let's say 20, maybe 5, and let's see what happened. Okay, now it is clear. You see that we have to work on the texture to have a better result, so we can do it later. Let's remove the region, so we go for the render view, and let's continue working on the other materials. So let's remove the shaders we just prepared, and let's go to the next one. So rendering material explorer, we have the carpet as the latest one. We have the table center, the table glass, and the white gamma. Okay, so the first one is the table center. You see that we have a wood material and a chrome material. The chrome material will be really simple. We can do it manually. So Arc and Design, and we go for a black color. Then we go for an high reflectivity. Let's say that we have 0.75 for the glossiness, and the IRR is set to 14. We go for by IRR, and let's change a little bit the anisotropy. Then back to the other material, we have a wood material. Let's copy, and there we can go for an Arc and Design, and there we go to copy. The first one is the diffuse map, and we go to sorry, we were there to copy it there. Then we have the reflection map, and we'll use it for the reflection. Then there we have a reflectivity and the glossiness, so let's use this one for the glossiness. The IRR is set to 1.6, so we go for 1.6, and we say to use the IRR for the reflectivity. Then we see if we have a band map, but we are not using. Then we have the table glass, and you see it's just a simple glass. We have a little bit of coloring, so let's try to simulate something like that with the Arc and Design. We don't need to have the diffuse. The reflectivity will be high, and the glossiness will be just a little bit, and the transparency, let's go for a color, and we go for something like that, and we say that the transparency is maybe 0.8, and we have just a little bit of glossiness for the transparency 2, and we have there 1.4 for the IRR, and let's say that the reflectivity is linked to the IRR, or maybe we can use just a little bit. Okay, something like that. And let's see, maybe we need a little bit of bumping, so we go for a noise, but it will be really low, so let's go for 0.05. Nice. The white gam, you see, is just a simple gam material, so we can do it manually. So we'll have a white color, we'll have a little bit of reflectivity, a really high glossiness, and the IRR is set to 1.6, and the reflectivity is done using the IRR. Let's see a new preview. So you see it is going in the right way. Obviously we have some stuff to fix. Also the reflection on the ground is not so nice, but we can move forward and work on more materials. So let's remove this one, and this one, and let's add the other. So let's go there, the white gamma. Okay, so the sphere base as an instance, the chromic, and the candle. Okay, so let's start working on the first one. We have we see that this one is the sphere base, so we have this map to add the displacement. So this one is a really simple material. We have a reflectivity, a really huge reflection glossiness, and we have a little bit of anisotropy. So let's go for an arc design. We have the black color. We have a really nice reflectivity, but we have also a really high glossiness. We have the IRR set to 1.6. A little bit of anisotropy, the IRR, and we have the displacement, and that's the map. Okay, later we can fix it. So we can set to off the displacement modifier. This one is a chromic, and again we can do it manually. So we have a black color, a really high reflectivity, just a little bit of glossiness. Let's say 16 for the IRR, the anisotropy, and the reflection set by the IRR. The candle is a little bit more complex, so we have to simulate the candle. So let's go for this version, this camera. Let's make a copy of this one. So back there, the candle you see is a white color. Then we have a little bit of reflectivity. So let's start with an arc design. Let's copy the diffuse color. Let's say that we have maybe, let's say 40, so maybe 0.5 for the reflectivity. We have 0.7, so let's say maybe 0.5 in the glossiness there for the Vray, 1.6 for the IRR, and we have the refraction. The refraction is a little bit, you see, so let's say maybe 0.25. We have a really huge glossiness, so let's say 0.15. And then it's that we have the fog color. We can use this one trying to simulate something inside the translucency. So we go there, we say paste for this color, and now we have just to simulate. Let's see if we have some more maps. No, so we have just to see if it works. Let's try to use a really high value, and let's say to use the IRR for the reflectivity too. So let's render this point of view in a preview. Okay, as you see, it's just a work in progress, but it seems not bad. We have for sure to fix the displays there, and then we have to fix, for example, the reflectivity on the table and some stuff. But we can say that the candle is not bad. Let's pick just for a moment the material from the vase, and let's say that the displacement is lower, let's say maybe 35, and let's say that's the map, so we have to use this one, invert. Okay, so let's remove all the material we just prepared, and let's go for the next one. So Material Explorer, and let's go to the candle glass, the black candle, and the art number 2. We are talking about really simple material this time. This one is really simple, so let's copy this one is as the previous one. We need just to put the bitmap, and we have no reflectivity. That's the black candle, it's just a black color with a little bit of reflectivity, so we go for an arc design, and we'll have a black color with a little bit of reflectivity and a really high, maybe less reflectivity. Then we have there the black candle, the candle glass. This one is a little bit more complex. We have a gold material, a glass material, and another material. So let's start working with the gold. Let's use this one. We have 0.8 and for the reflectivity, and let's see. Okay, nice. So arc design, and we go for a black color. We paste the same color for the reflectivity. We say that it is huge. We have a little bit of reflectivity. We have 4 for the IRR. We have a metallic anisotropy, and we have the IRR for reflectivity. Then we have a glass, and this glass you see as a color. So let's say that we use this color as copy. Okay, so arc design, black for the color, high, a little bit of glossiness, and we go for 0.1 for the IRR, let's say 1 in the IRR, and we'll have a little bit of transparency, and we'll have a little bit of anisotropy, and there we go to have a little bit less value for the 0 degree. Okay, now we have to work on the last material, and the last material is just a black with a reflectivity. So we go for a black color and a little bit of reflectivity, a little bit of glossiness, and let's use the IRR for reflectivity. Nice. Let's remove all this material, and let's pick the new one. Sorry, we have some problem there. So we have the chrome lamp as an instance, the big lamp, and the power cord. Okay, the first one is a chrome lamp, so you see it's just a chrome material, and again art and design, black color, a huge reflectivity, a little bit of glossiness, let's say 12 for the IRR. Let's say to use the Fresnel reflection, and let's go for the anisotropy. Okay. The second one is a big lamp material, and we have there black with a little bit of reflectivity. So the first material is really simple. Arc design, and we go for black. We have a little bit of reflectivity, a little bit of glossiness, the fractional IRR, and we have also a little bit of anisotropy. Let's go to check the second one. The second one is a white. So it is a white with a little bit of reflectivity. So arc and design. Let's go for a near white color, a little bit of reflectivity with a little bit of glossiness, and we have 1/6 for the IRR, just a little bit of anisotropy and the IRR. The last one, the power chords, it's just, you see, a really simple gray material. Let's see if we have something inside the maps. So arc and design, paste the color, just a little bit of reflectivity with just a little bit of glossiness, 1/6 in the IRR, and we use the IRR there. Sorry, 1/6. Okay, let's remove this material and let's move to the next series. So Material Explorer, and we have the power chords there. Let's go for the Windows metal there, the black ground window, and the glass big window. For the moment we cannot use it because it is hidden, and the art number 3. Okay, so the first one is a window metal, and we are talking about a gray metal with 8 for the IRR. So we can go for arc design. We will have a gray color with a little bit of reflectivity, a really high glossiness. Let's go for 2 for the IRR and a little bit of anisotropy and the IRR. The next one is just the black with soft glossiness. So arc design, a black color, let's say with lower reflectivity, a really high glossiness, 1.6 for the IRR and IRR for the reflectivity. The art number 3 is simple, copy, arc design, and paste, and no reflectivity, and save. Let's remove again that shader. And let's work on a new series. We have the brown furniture, the black glossy lamp, and the upper little lamp. Okay, let's close. The first one is a brown furniture, so this one needs to have a copy because we have to change a lot of things. Let's go to use an arc and design. Copy the diffuse map, paste. copy the reflection map. And copy the glossiness map. Then we have also the back map, copy. Let's go for IRR and set 1.6. Paste and let's say 0.15. Let's check for more steps. We have nothing more to do. Okay, black glossy lamp. We have a black with huge reflectivity and huge glossiness. So arc the sign, black, huge glossiness, 1.6 for the IRR, and a little bit of anisotropy. This one it's a little bit more complex, so we do a copy. It is an arc and the sign, and we'll have this color for the diffuse. Paste. Then we have a huge reflectivity, so let's say that the reflectivity is 100% with a little bit of glossiness. And then we have the refraction, and it is really high, so let's go in the transparency, let's say 0.7, and the glossiness is really high, and we have this fog color. So let's use this one for the transparency, and let's say that we have a really huge in there, let's say maybe just 1.2, and a little bit of anisotropy, and the reflectivity will be a little bit lower. Okay, let's remove. And back in the Material Explorer, we have the glasses, we have the liquids, the white base, and I copy also the sofa because it is a big part of our environment, so we can play with the entire scene in this way. Okay, the first one is the glasses. You see, this one is simple, so we adjust to simulate a glass material, and we go for a black color with huge reflectivity, just a little bit of glossiness, and we say that we have 1.4 for the IRR, a really high transparency, and we use the same for the IRR there. So that's our class. For the liquids, let's go for something like Vray material with no coloring, a little bit of reflectivity with 1.5, and we go for red, and will be obviously higher the transparency, but it will be higher the glossiness too, and the reflectivity is done using the IRR. The white base is white with a little bit of reflectivity, so we go for near white color, a little bit of reflectivity, maybe just a little bit less, a little bit of glossiness, and 1.6 and set to IRR. Let's go to work at the sofa material. You see that we have this texture, so we can copy it there and we have this color, so we can use an arc design with this color there. Then let's see the other stuff we have. We have this map for the reflectivity. Paste. And then we have a map for the glossiness. The IRR is set to 2. And we say to use the IRR for this one, and let's use an higher level of anisotropy, and we should have a bump map too. So this one. And let's say at 0.4. Okay, save, and let's try to do a preview. Okay, so that's the actual result. We have to fix some stuff as the reflection level there and on the leather material too. So we can start maybe just fixing that two stuff, and then we can move to the next part on next Monday. So let's go in the material editor. We have this one there, and the second one can be created there. So we copy the wood material there. So the first thing is we need a different color there. So you see we need something. Okay, nice. And something more that can be done is in the wood, the IRR, but we have to tweak the map there because it works in a different way than high rate. So let's prepare a test render there. And you see that now it is better, but I think we can fix a little bit the reflectivity too. So let's go to have a little bit less reflectivity, and let's go to have more glossiness too. Then let's render a little piece there. It can be still lower, so let's go there, and inside this map we go lower, and let's retry, and it is for sure better than the previous one. Let's change the glass there too. We'll use a lower reflectivity and a little bit less bump, so let's go for 25, and about the reflectivity let's go for 4, and a little bit more transparency, let's go to 0.9, and a little bit more glossiness. Let's try. Okay, it is better than the previous one. So I think that for the moment we can stay with this version of the scene, and in the next part we'll prepare the new part for the next Monday. We'll finalize the scene, so we'll focus to create the lattice shader during the conversion, and we'll try to adjust the rendering and some shaders as we are doing actually to have the best result possible doing a conversion. So for the moment that's all, and I hope to see you back on Max Cookie to check for new tutorial coming from cgcookie.com. Bye.